Hey guys, I'm back with another personal training tip of the week here at Glistening Sky Fitness and Wellness Studio. Last week we talked about how cardio and strength training both need to be a part of your fitness program. There are benefits to both. And we talked about how the strength training component is so important because it helps you to build that muscle mass, which helps you in turn burn more calories and burn more fat. But we said that this week we were going to talk to you about how to do that strength training. And a lot of a myth and a worry about that some people have is that you're going to bulk up and you're going to end up looking like a bodybuilder. That is not true. It's not going to happen. Bodybuilders are actually spending hours and hours in the gym. They're lifting extremely heavy weights, and they're also on a very strict diet, which allows them to put on that much muscle mass. If you're just on a typical diet or eating healthy and watching your calorie intake, and you're doing your typical workouts, you're not going to build muscle mass to that degree. So the secret to getting stronger and to building that muscle mass is not about how much weight you lift. It's actually about working the muscle to fatigue. So you want to get to a point where those last couple of reps that you're doing, you just cannot do another single rep after that. Then you know that you have totally worked to muscle fatigue and you just can't do another rep. So the best way to do that is to pick a weight, a size weight, that you can do probably about 8 to 12 reps on each major muscle group. So you're going to want to work your chest and your back, your shoulders, your arms, your legs, your glutes, things like that. But you want to be able to pick a muscle or pick a weight, that you're going to be able to lift about 8 to 12 reps. And those last couple of reps, you want them to really be a struggle, like you can barely lift them. So there was a study done that showed whether you're lifting light weights, like here I've got my size 3s, or you're lifting the heavier weights, here's a 10, or here's a kettlebell at 15. Doesn't really matter what size weight you're lifting, you're still going to put on the same amount of muscle. The problem is that if you're lifting a 3 or a 5, it's going to take you a lot of reps before you finally hit that muscle fatigue. So if time is a luxury you have, which most of us it is not, then okay, go with those lower weights and just do a lot of reps until you finally hit that muscle fatigue. But for most of us out there, I am sure, time is not a luxury, and so you're trying to get your workout in a set amount of time. If that's the case, then go with those heavier weights. If you can get 8 to 12 reps in, then you're fine. Go ahead and do the heavier weight. That way you're going to hit that muscle fatigue much quicker, and that way you're getting that better workout in, and you're going to strengthen a lot better. So again, those heavier weights, girls, go ahead and do it. You're not going to bulk up. You're not going to look like a bodybuilder. You're just going to strengthen. You're going to build that muscle mass, and that's going to help you tone and strengthen your body. So again, the main point of today is just do 8 to 12 reps. The last couple reps should be to a point where you just cannot barely do those last two. And then that way you know you're at a good weight amount. But like I said, if you want to do those lower weights, you can. It's just going to take you a lot more to get to that muscle fatigue. So save yourself some time. Go ahead and get those little bit heavier weights. Next week, we're going to talk about what if you don't have weights? What if you don't have the equipment in your home? You can still do strength training. You're going to use your body weight to do strength training. So I'm going to give you some examples of those next week, the things that you can do to still strengthen, to still build muscle mass, but without the equipment. So we'll talk about that for next week. Thanks for joining us. Have a great week.